Hello, welcome again. We've got footnote problems to deal with today, and I've got 4 macros that might help, plus 2 more in certain circumstances. So, 2 of the macros are old ones and 2 are brand new. The 2 pairs of macros are similar, but not quite the same. They might have different applications, so it just depends what you're trying to achieve. But the 2 main macro pairs have the same basic idea, and what you're doing is you've got footnotes in a document with links all nicely joined up, and we're going to convert those so that the text then becomes part of the main body of the text. And then the next of the pair will reverse the process, take the text out of the main body, the note text out of the main body, and put them into proper linked footnotes. So 4 macros, here they are. First 2 are the originals, and the second 2 are the ones that I've produced just recently. And rather than trying to explain what they do and what the difference is, much easier to show you. So let's have a sample text. Here we are alongside. So I've got a bit of text here. I've got some linked footnotes. I've got 3, 1, 2 there and 1 there. So the text of the footnotes is down below. Okay, so let's try out the 4 macros. So start with notes unembed. I'll run it from a keystroke because it's easier. So notes unembed, there we are. So now what have we got? This is actual text, this is part of the document, and these note numbers here are just actual superscripted numbers and not linked notes. Okay, now you reverse the process with notes embed, so you're embedding the notes back into the text. So click in the first of the notes and run the re-embed one, the notes embed. It's now asking me, do I want to convert them to end notes rather than footnotes? Well, no, let's just leave them as footnotes for the moment. So here we are, we've got, so these now are proper embedded notes, and here are the notes, the footnotes at the end of the page. Okay, so that's the first pair, and the second pair, the newer ones. So if we run the first one, which is notes copy to inline, there we go. So we've now got the text of each of the footnotes in the text with some brackets round. You can use different brackets, and at the start of the program you can select what type of brackets you want, because if you're doing a scientific document you might have greater than and less than, but you can use square brackets, you can use curly brackets, you can even use guillemets, the French quote marks, but whatever you like. But okay, so that we've now got the text in there, but the original notes are still there, 1, 2, 3, and they're still linked. The idea of that is that you can actually see the note in context with where the citation is. Okay, reverse the process. When you reverse the process, what the macro does first is to delete the notes that are there. So we can see that we've done that. If I change the highlight on these to yellow and yellow, then if I now run the reverse process, that's notes inline to embed, then we've got yellow notes, whereas we had green to start with. Okay, so those are how the 4 basic macros work. So what sort of problems are we aiming at? What could these macros help us with? Where the linkages are wrong, then you have got problems, but the notes copy to inline will at least allow you to see that the linkages are wrong. So if, for example, note 6 refers to Jones, but the actual note is for Brown, then you know that the wrong note is linked by the wrong number. I mean, that's a bit of a problem, but So for that, as I say, we would use notes copy to inline to at least see what's going on. The other thing that can happen reasonably often is where there are duplicated numbers in the run of footnotes, or maybe but the links are actually correct, or there may be missing numbers, so there isn't a number 7 and jumps straight from 6 to 8 or whatever. So those are the sort of errors that we can correct relatively easily. And that sort of error can be caused by moving notes around with track changes on, which is definitely a bad idea. But if you've got it and someone's already done that and messed up the numbering, then you've got to get it corrected. So for correcting the numbering, we would use the older pair of macros there, so that we would change the citations, the note citations, to actual superscripted numbers, which is helpful to be able to change those. The copy to inline and so on, those there, you've got the note next to the citations, so you can adjust those. Maybe you have to move text around in there. So for repairing the damage with those two, once we've got them, so if we go to run that macro, so we've got them as actual numbers here. If these numbers are out of order, then they can be corrected, and the numbering of the superscripts, the superscripted numbers, can be redone. So there's a macro which renumbers superscript, which goes through all of the superscripted numbers and replaces them with a consecutive set. Obviously starts with 1 and goes on through these superscripted numbers. I mean, they're correct here, but if the numbering was wrong in the document before, then those will be out of order, and these then need renumber, or probably will need renumbering. So that's the renumber notes that you would use for that. Are there other applications? Yeah, I suppose we've already said this really, that the notes copy to inline allows you to check the notes next to the citing text. And even today somebody was asking about this, and we realized that they wanted the client wanted actual text, like sorry, not like this one, like the notes unembed with the superscripted numbers. That would be useful because it's actual text rather than these links, these fields linking, which you can sometimes trip over in InDesign apparently. Okay, that's it for now. Any questions? Give me a shout. Okay, bye for now.